Voilà, donc bienvenue pour la restitution, présentation finale du workshop Village, qui en fait s'inscrit dans Woodrise et qui est une continuité d'événements à destination des jeunes. Vous allez pouvoir voir qui se pratique en fait depuis le premier congrès Woodrise. On a mis un petit résumé de tout ce qui a été fait dans ce volet pédagogie, enseignement, transmission, donc qui commence en 2017 et avec plusieurs événements, dont déjà un workshop qui rassemblait des étudiants de l'ENSAP et des étudiants japonais. Ensuite, tous les ans, on a eu, lors des rencontres Woodrise, des petits pavillons qui étaient faits, voilà, qui duraient une semaine dans plusieurs sites, et à chaque fois un travail avec des enfants, que ce soit avec des enfants d'une classe CM1, CM2 en 2018, avec un collège et des apprentis en 2019. En 2020, la rencontre avec la VILLA.GE autour de l'accompagnement par la dynamique Woodrise, par tous les acteurs industriels, ingénieurs, etc., de la construction du proto-habitat. 2021, à nouveau, des pavillons qui sont réalisés avec des lycées professionnels, ce qui était aussi intéressant, et des étudiants en DNMAD d'espace. 2022, on est parti hors les murs sur 3 événements. Le gros qui était la résidence pro, donc avec 300 lycéens professionnels de la filière Bois de Nouvelle-Aquitaine qui passent une semaine à la Villa.GE pour exposer les chefs-d'œuvre qu'ils ont réalisés pendant l'année. Le festival des cabanes avec, pareil, grâce aussi à tous les acteurs, 3 pavillons qui sont construits, qui restent pendant l'été dans les jardins. Et grâce à Riichi qui est ici, Key Time, qui aurait dû se tenir pendant le congrès Woodrise à Kyoto, mais qui a dû être évidemment un peu décalé pour les problématiques de visa. Et à nouveau, des étudiants, grands étudiants du Master Bois de l'ENSTIB de Nancy et des étudiants de plusieurs universités japonaises qui, pendant 15 jours, et après un an d'échanges et de travail de conception en visioconférence avec le décalage horaire, ce qui était assez acrobatique, réalisent ces 2 petites installations dans des lieux culturels français, à l'Institut français et à la Villa Kujoyama, qui est une des résidences d'artistes de France. Et donc, tout ça nous a amené, pour le retour à Bordeaux, à vouloir faire à nouveau accompagner le congrès par un événement un peu de rencontre entre jeunes autour d'un projet, et qui soit évidemment avec la dimension internationale de Woodrise. Et donc là, les participants viennent de 3 pays. Donc on a des Français de l'ENSAP, des Compagnons, des Japonais et des Ukrainiennes qui ont réussi à venir passer les 15 jours avec nous et qui vont donc maintenant vous présenter par équipe. Les équipes étaient toujours mixtes. Le sujet, c'est à la fois une villa et un village. Vous avez pu voir le petit village dehors, puisqu'en fait, chaque équipe a travaillé sur la thématique d'une pièce spécifique d'un logement pour essayer de trouver une approche qui soit originale, adaptée aux situations d'urgence, puisque évidemment, ça a été un gros sujet avec les différents participants, et qui puis à la fin, comme ça, composer un petit ensemble habitable et peut-être transposable. Et on a déjà sur la phase suivante qui sera la réalisation de une ou de toutes les propositions pour les exposer à nouveau à la Villa.GE et vraisemblablement aussi dans des communes des Landes touchées par les incendies. Alors on laisse la parole aux vraies vedettes du jour, qui sont les équipes. Le workshop s'est tenu, parce que tout le monde le sait, s'est tenu en 2 endroits. Donc la première semaine, on était accueillis à la Philomatique, magnifique endroit, superbement situé, et dans lequel on s'est senti très très bien. Et puis donc on a passé la 2e semaine depuis lundi à l'école d'architecture de Bordeaux, où de la même façon l'accueil était formidable, et grâce à la météo, des conditions absolument exceptionnelles de travail. Alors, c'est à vous, je vais appuyer et c'est parti.
Yes. So, we are a team that called oui, je, напевно. That means yes, no, maybe. this is our name. Our team is we are a team from Japanese students, Ukrainian students, and French students. So we have different nationalities, so we have different vision, and we have different experience. This was a question how to mix all of our cultures. And next slide. The first question was, what is bedroom? The average person probably would say that the bedroom is just 4 walls and a bed inside. But we decided to say no to the some simple bedroom that we have.
We have 1 million idea. This is the first main details of our group. We draw a lot of things, a lot of ideas from different countries, different type of study. And we made 1 million model. This is just a few parts of them. As you can see, there are a lot of different shapes. It was we talk about this a lot, about function, poetism, how can be the bedroom for tomorrow. As you can see, this is the picture of gymnasium in Poland during the beginning of the war in Ukraine. There is 300 place for people. And we decide to talk about the volume. All people stay in the main level, and we decide to use all the volume. That's why we talk about modularity. We try to play with different level in this main volume, and play with different layer.
Yeah, so the modularity is about of making changes, and depending on the place, if it's the big gymnasium or a few small rooms, you can adapt the space using our modules. So it's like an IKEA scheme that you use. You make whatever you need for different families, different people, different cultures. There was a quick slide about materials, about woods, ropes, and fabric. And this is also kind of about modularity, that today we made the project for 9 square meters, but it actually can be, as it's modules, it can be made easily for 900 meters as you use the scheme, and you just make it bigger, smaller. So that's it.
Now 5 people can fit. For example, couple with 3 children and just 5 random people. Privacy is curtain and wall. People can choose slide. This, yes. Curtains, yes.
Layering between privacy and common space. Its barriers will make people feel good and more comfortable, playful, yes, and take about grit and measure. One box is 1 meter and 1 meters, and two boxes have 2 meters. We can walk, and 1 meter is like capsule hotels. We can sleep. 5 meters we can stairs, so we can upstairs.
This is a slide about grids that we can see the rectangles and 1 by 1, so we can fit stairs and altars.
So this is a detail about the construction of the main elements. So it's all the same poles and all the same pillars. and it works one way on another. So that way you can use an element and use it somewhere else. And the idea is to be able to construct it with only a few tools, and it's pretty easy to do, even scale 1. And it's pretty easy to cut and to build at a large scale and with big series.
Yeah, this is Michel, the resident of our bedroom for now. I think he is enjoying our space in our bedroom. He can use it however he wants. Yeah, here you can see the different spaces that we created by the... That's not us anymore, okay. No, Michel.
Thank you.
So in emergency situations, quick response to disaster is crucial. So we went back to the roots and tried to think about how to satisfy basic people's needs when with as less intervention in existing environment as possible. So we are ready to present you our project.
So our team is composed by different students who comes from different countries and different studies. So we share experience all together and to have our own knowledges to bring diversity in our own project.
24th of February 2022 year in Ukraine began the war that changed the lives of Ukrainians forever. We have chosen this context because this topic is very actual and requires immediate resolution because many residents of Ukraine have lost their homes. So here on this slide you can see the most common form of Ukraine refugee camp. It's a lot of containers connected with one corridor, but we wanted to present something more unique and more different. So here is our proposal. A few families using one bathroom, and you have privacy.
So we are talking about the hygiene parts, and we define it, there is different needs. The primary one is to go to the toilets. After you have the second one, and to wash yourself and your stuff. And the final one is to relax and to disconnect from the outside and to gather together.
Since Ukraine is far from the Arctic and the climate has clearly defined seasons, however, where there are conditions different depending on the region of the country. Lviv has mild winters, wet springs, warm summers with a lot of rains, and wet autumns. Yeah, and let's talk about independence. We are decided to make independent project, so that means that we don't need to build into existing construction like pipes, so we can build it very easily and fast. And the roof not only connect the water, but also provides lights and energy. This form of roof facilitated the collection of water. In the shower area, there is a cutout in the ceiling that provided lights, and on the roof. Okay. Yeah.
To protect the room from outside, we use straws in the walls and roof panels. Straws are very common resources. Also, it's good for isolation and humidity regulator. We wanted to see it from the outside, but also from inside, covered with grade. In this building, you enter the public space After, you have a gradation to go to the intimate place. Few walls and doors create these feelings. There is a toilet and sink in the public space. Also, you can hang out the laundry outside. As we explained, grain weather changes with the seasons, so we use some removable walls. In summer, we put away the walls and make the way of wind and light. In winter, we close the transparent room and hold the warm air. Just some doors can be opened.
We modularize the building by using wooden blocks as walls. We have made it possible to place the required number of toilets and bathroom. Our building can adapt to many situations. The structure foundation is lifted the ground and the floor is isolated. Wall in straw is used as isolation and adapt to protect the wall. We cover it with recycled plastics exterior and an interior wall. The interior wall, gray wall. Okay.
Our structure is totally demountable. We have used metal junction. The wall are fixed on the floor with this wood. Between walls, we have a dovetail. The panel of the wall joining by dovetail too. Yes.
Our buildings are inspired by 3 different countries. The use of straw for isolation is common in Ukrainians. The wooden structure built by French wisdoms, removable wall remind us of Japan.
The main idea to make a comfortable place where you can relax after a hard day. So we decided to apply the snail principle, as we call it, the closer to the shower, the lighter and warmer.
So the idea is the goal was to consume less water, so we needed the cycle of water, so we collect the rainwater, we treat them and reused the water. And we have not an usual shower because we have restricted volume shower, volume of water. So we have a sauna to consume less water. Yes.
Yeah, and the idea is to consume less water, so we created a dry toilet, so you don't need water at all. So you have this container, then you can empty it, make compost, and grow vegetables for your family.
So the process was, at first we made some sketches and we wanted to try it with our body. So we do a scale 1 plan on the floor, and the model help us to solve some issues and to have a concrete aspect of it. So thank you for your listening.
So this is, I will introduce the team project. This is the same subject that all the team, except that we work on the living room area, which is kind of community space. This is Tomohiro from Japan, Marion, Natalie. Oh, so okay, I will not present the team. So we work a lot to decide about public and private notion and if it's common or still private spaces, or noisy or quiet, and then you can see the idea we have, the main idea we developed is the one of inside room, which permits to sit and to talk on the floor, to have a nap on the side, on the top, and then to be able to have shadow and to enjoy a time outside also, taking into consideration sun and so on. Then we work a lot to define what will be the way to have the shadow outside, and also to define what will be the architectural aménagement inside. We think about also the light and electricity system, and also the shape was moving a little bit. So we arrived to this plan, actually, which is inside and outside. You can see that we think about isolation, and this is external structure providing shadows. And the last element is that we thought about the sun for sure, but also we define an electricity system with solar panel. We can provide to the people inside, and also water system, which will be also a structural weight we need to maintain the structure.
There is a problem in Ukraine that people who lost their house in the war aren't always helped immediately. There are people something wait for help for many hours and something for days, weeks, or even months. The space in Ukraine that aren't in a good condition, and something people wait just sitting on the floor. This is what our space is for, where people can relax, talk, and support each other, while they won't wait for help. Also, people can stay here not only for a few hours, but also for several weeks. So, to ease the waiting process, we have created our project.
Next, I will talk about how our room can be used. A person waiting for help can come to our living room and relax, have a snack, or take a nap. Almost all the space on the ground floor is occupied by a large multifunctional stair made in the form of an amphitheater. It replaces a chair, table, sofa, and wood boards. You can go up to the bed by a vertical staircase. You may ask, but how do you climb it? We made a hole for our hand in each steps. There are 4 beds that to stay in private space alone with yourself.
This is our inside view, and we have our axonometric view. The most important thing here is that we have this kind of box. 2 boxes. Inside we put the water system, and also we put the water and the rocks and stones, which works as the weight for the whole structure, which is avoid going this way. And also we have the axonometric diagram here. It's like the 4-meter high space allows people to gather here, and also take a rest in this space. Because of this height, we have this kind of the structure details, which the Luc helped a lot. And this is our section. Here, that we have the different kind of the thickness of each materials. Each materials resists their own compression and also the intention. To avoid falling down in that way. And this is the initial model we made. Here also you can see there's the red line is for how the electricity works. It's difficult to see, but here we have the water system from to correct the water in the roof, and then we can use the water here. This is the reference and the inspiration for our project. I'm sorry that we didn't have the picture of our model, but you can visit our village right there. You can see the model ours. And this is polycarbonate, and the inside is the wood, so you can see the atmosphere of our project. Also, this is the inside. We put inside panel, wooden panel inside, and then the outside is polycarbonate. So it's kind of a similar atmosphere you can feel with these other references. And this is our project, and we have this picture. Okay, so the next team. So thank you very much.
So, hi everyone, we are the kitchen team, and for the last 10 days we've been designing a temporary kitchen for displaced people in a situation of Ukrainian war. The building can be used as a temporary kitchen, but the main purpose of it is socializing and gathering space. And as some people know, this is very, very important in emergency situations. So basically we have like 2 buildings at once that can transform into each other. It's a kitchen and a public building. And every our design decision that we later talk about, like the form and the floor levels and movable some parts, are mainly based on that idea.
We thought about the main purposes of the kitchen. Basically speaking, the main purposes include cooking, then eating, and then socializing during those processes. While thinking about the project, the object that combines all of those, we thought about the fireplace. We'll have a little history lesson now, again. People have used the fire since ancient times. People have used the fire to cook and to gather around. According to Vitruvius, people have first invented a fire, then gathered around it and formed their communities. After that, they learned how to cook. Then they learned to make the structures to protect that fire. So this is the steps of people inventing the structures to cover the fire.
So, yes, so we have the fire in the middle, and so we designed according to, so we first designed the fire and then follow the step to have a shape. So we designed an octagonal building following our concept of gathering around the fire. And for easier construction, so we have an octagon instead of a circle. And with a closed shape centering the fire, everyone is facing each other. And also there's an equal distance between the fire and the people.
Okay, so we have tried a lot of designs before we came up with the final solution that you will see soon. So this is us trying all of the structures and methods, and now we'll see our design in a few seconds. You will see that it includes an inner bench where people can sit, and this kind of design encourages people to socialize with each other. The bench surrounds the fireplace, which can also be used to cook. There's also a connection with the inner and outer spaces. People can freely move from one space to another. The outer bench that goes around the whole building is inspired by the Japanese engawa. It can be used for the people that want to like enjoy the nature and just like think about their own thoughts.
So our kitchen is divided into 4 elements. The first, we have the fireplace. The fireplace allows us to cook, bring some stuff and bring it. The second element is the roof, is like a hole in the middle to allow us to sit, have a nap, and also cook. It's really close to the fire. And for cover that, we have the walls and the roof. So the roof is a reciprocal structure. So each beam supports each other. And this way, it's a very vernacular structure and really simple to put in the construction site. Also, we have a cover by membrane to protect from the rain. For the columns in the walls, we have the same piece of wood. Like all these columns are the same piece of wood, and they are all connected with the same metal connector. They also have the same principle from the roof. They are protected with a membrane. We double it and cover to have insulation. The metal connectors are always the same, So we put on the beam and connect like that. And in this way, we use all the time the same, and we can have a simple action in the construction site. And okay.
In addition to the building, we designed a modular box system. The 16 boxes fit perfectly underneath the benches, and they can also be stacked and connected with joints. The users are free to choose where and how to use them. For example, they can stock them to have a table to cook, bring them outside and use them as a stairs, or just use them as a storage.
And at night, the light goes through the membrane and revealing the structure, as well as people socializing inside. And our building with fire will be essential to the refugees, as it turns into a place where people feel invited, get warm, and socialize and heal. Thank you.
So, for introduction, we would say that during emergency situation, we always act under stress to find solutions. Traumatic situations, like war, climatic disasters, bring traumatism that can stay in mind for long and sometimes forever. We wanted by this project to create a place where people can forget a little bit about these bad thinkings and feel themselves into another world.
Our team consists of 5 people: Felix French, Elizabeth and Sandra Ukrainians, and Showa Naina Japanese. We have successfully managed to blend all of our different ideas, as each culture has its own unique architecture. Working together in an international team has been a great experience. Also, sometimes our opinions differ. We always try to find common ground.
Unlike the other teams, we had to choose the type of room to create on our own. We brainstormed ideas and we considered options like playroom for kids, storage room, or a place where homeless people could find a small economical activity.
People who run away from war and have post-traumatic stress feel like they have lost their personal space and home. And they often have anxiety, feel alone, sad, and can relax. It's also important to know that they might always feel scared, especially if they saw terrible things during the war.
The previous slide was about our mission and people, after being in a constant fear that has affected their life and mental health, they are trying to find a safe private space to improve their mental health and to make them feel better. And that was the main goal of our project.
The area we chose is located in an old hospital, but that was reconstructed during the war. And now it's used as a place for prosthetic people who lost their limbs in combat. It's named Unbroken. It is located in the city of Lviv. Maybe we could stop the presentation just for saying, because it's way too fast and everything is just... No, but... Okay. This place has turned into a big humanitarian hub in which people just flee the war. This hospital doesn't just fix their bodies, it also helps them to feel better mentally after everything they've been through. It is a step between the hospital and coming back to a normal life.
We tried to different models and design, like ARC from Leonardo da Vinci. It was a hard task to our privacy principles with open structure like that. Not like that. Cube is simple basis of a closed space and also shape that's easy to build and can easily fit into any environment because of its simplicity.
Our main ideas were shelves for the storage, a comfortable floor, the net for laying. We wanted the place where the functions can change and where people can appropriate themselves the place they need with simple furniture.
We tried a lot of configuration and finished by hiding all of the main ideas into the floor. And so the main concept is a very thick and adaptive floor from where you put out what you need to create your own space.
For the construction, we used like Lego, So each part of it can be put up very easily by people at any moment they need. The walls, the structure of the walls can be hidden inside the floor, and you just pull it up if you need a privacy space. And inside the floor you have the shelves, net, and everything you need.
By using traditional principles of architectural construction from various cultures, we use the Japanese tatami floor shame, and when necessary, a person can remove some tiles into the floor, like a chair, to get like a chair, a table, or getting access to a net.
Which is a construction that is built as lightweight as possible. Our goal is speed of construction, simplicity, physical comfort, minimum resources. We achieve this through the use of IPN made of plywood with traditional Japanese joinery.
The floor is separated into 4 spaces. One is for technical storage, like columns and curtain. One is for the net, and one is for the table and a few shelves. And one is full of sliding shelves. This configuration could easily change from a cube to another.
Our task was timber construction. We also opt for fabric for the walls. Walls due to its affordability, ease of use, and adaptability. It lets in natural light while preserving privacy, an essential part of our ideas. The floor is also made of fabric for added comfort. To hold the curtains, we use lightweight metal pipes, making it easy for individuals to assemble the structure themselves.
The simplicity and the minimalism of our structure allowed us to design it anywhere. In case during the cold seasons, you could put it up inside the building or the pavilions, like inside the hospital, for example, and it can be used by anybody.
In its usual state, our project is a closed and concise platform, and when assembled, a cube with minimalism, strictness, and clean lines, which traduces by versatility. We also use calm colors and shapes inside to create a better sense of comfort. Thank you for your attention.
So thank you very much, and let's say that I hope for all the participants that they will never forget what was my main obsession with you, that true freedom is being without anxiety about imperfection, because there are still many steps to go, many things to learn, and many other possibilities. So please go on with all what you have done until now. Thank you very much.